Hello, welcome to this lecture. So in this section, we will be defining what SolidWorks is. To start, SolidWorks is a mechanical design software. So what does that mean? It means that the best way to think about it is any physical part that can actually be manufactured to sell, or just think about your car or your cell phone, your vacuum, or any physical item you have. Chances are those items are designed in SolidWorks or a software that's similar to SolidWorks. So another way to define SolidWorks is a feature-based software. So what does that mean? It means that when you look at this part, for example, these are the different features that are used to make this one part. So they are like the little pieces you need to make a whole part. So you think about this part, you break it down into little pieces, and all those pieces form this one part. And another way to think about the feature is the feature can be broken down into two parts. The first one is sketch feature. What a sketch feature means is that when I click on this feature and I click on this drop down arrow, you can see there is a sketch attached to it. So what that means is a sketch is required to make this extrude. So any feature like the extrude, revolve, sweep, loft, those are sketch features, which means they require a sketch in order for you to be able to use them. And another type of feature that is in SolidWorks is the applied feature. Applied feature can be either a fillet or a chamfer. So in this part has an applied feature, which is a fillet. This fillet can be applied directly to the part, and you don't need a sketch to be able to make it. As you can see, there isn't a drop down arrow attached to this fillet to be able to make it. And I'm just showing you this now just to define what SolidWorks is, because I believe learning visually is very important and is one of the best ways to communicate what you are trying to say. But don't worry, we are going to go into great details as to what each and every one of these features is, and by the time you are done with this lecture, you will be able to design any part from A to Z. So don't worry about it. We're just going through the overview of what SolidWorks is. Another way to think about SolidWorks is a parametric modeling software. So what does that mean? It means that let me just show you. It means that when I click on this part, for example, and I edit the sketch, there is two instances that make SolidWorks parametric. The first one is the dimension, and the second one is the relation. So these two features are actually used to define the sketch. So it just makes it easy for us. Let's say you've modeled your part. I've made this part now, and let's say I decide that, oh, this dimension is different now, and I just want to change it. So what parametric means is the dimensions and the relations allow us to go back into the sketch we've already made and easily change it, and it will be automatically applied to our part. So I'll just show you. So let's say this part now, I want to change that to 0.8, and this, I want to change this to 1.5. And as you can see, that has changed, and when I just exit out of it, as you can see, that part has updated. So that's what parametric means. It means it makes it easy for you to change your sketch, and everything will update in the part. Another way to think about SolidWorks is a solid modeling software, which means this part is one solid piece. All the wireframes and all the face geometry that are required to make this part are actually on it. And another way to think of it is when I click normal tool and I section it, as you can see, it is one solid piece. It is not hollow. So that is pretty much the best way to define SolidWorks. 3 things to keep in mind. It is a mechanical design software. It is a feature-based software, which means you need all the features to design one part. it is a parametric modeling software, which means it's easy for you to edit each part in the future, and it is a solid modeling software. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye.